Welcome. It's your Cosmic Girl talking about the new moon in Scorpio. We're going to go through all the horoscopes for the zodiac signs in this video. I trust you stick around for that. I'm sure you'd be interested to know what's happening for your zodiac sign on this day. Now, this new moon happens on the 31st of October in some parts of the planet and the 1st of November in other parts of our beautiful planet. So check your time zone if you do moon magic or you're definitely ready to begin something and you want to know the cosmic time to do so with reckless abandonment and determination. Speaking of determination, this looks like a very determined new beginning because Mars is the ruler of this new moon. Mars is the zodiac sign ruler of Scorpio through Hellenistic ancient teachings. And we've got Mars in Cancer at 29 degrees, opposing that Pluto at 29 degrees in Capricorn. So we've got Pluto and Mars looking across the skies at each other. There's no interruption whatsoever when these two are looking at each other. And this is helpful for us because what we can identify, what we're trying to begin on this state, has got a lot to do with what is ending in the house of Capricorn for us, wherever that is, where Pluto is at 29. So Mars is looking at Pluto going, oh, we're out with the old, we're in with the new, we're ready to begin something, and I can't be stuck in old ways of doing things. I need something new. And we all are intuitively drawn to begin something new that feels intimate to ourselves. It feels very private. Scorpio is a very private zodiac sign. It's very deep, but it's all about the truth. So it goes to the depths, it purges, it releases all the murkiness so we can bring it out into the light and be done with things once and for all. So we are done with Pluto in Capricorn being so 3D, so worldly driven and ambitious. It's time to do something for us, and we begin it at this new moon. And there's conviction behind this because Scorpio is all about that fixed modality that is determined to see its heart's desire come to fruition. This is a very helpful new moon for actually beginning something and staying the road until it's in full completion. Now, 6 months is usually the time of the new moon cycle before you see the fruits of your proverbial labors come to sight. So keep that in mind at the time of this new moon. We're having a full moon in Taurus on the 15th of November, and this will be the moment where you can see the obvious blocks or nuances that need to be adapted to see our goals come to fruition. So it's an adapting time with that full moon when it happens on the 15th of November. So the new moon's going to take 6 months to do its magic. And we've got gumption and grit behind us to actually see something come to pass with help of the new moon being in Scorpio, ruled by Mars in Cancer, and Mars being the lord of the zodiac sign of Scorpio. We also have Mercury co-present with this new moon at 28 degrees of Scorpio, about to move on into Sagittarius. And we've got a moment with Mercury helping us go down to the proverbial depths of the things that are unseen to bring them out into the light. So you have a mental, intuitive, very talkative Mercury informing you on how to commandeer this new journey with certainty, because Mercury has been in Scorpio a little while. So there's enough information to give you to know where to move forward and make practical applications regarding your dreams coming to fruition. So we've got a lot of help from the planets, especially Mercury. We also have Saturn retrograde in Pisces, trining this new moon in Scorpio. We have retrograde Neptune trining Mars in Cancer, trining Mercury in Scorpio. So we've got this beautiful water trine really helping the flow and the harmony and ease to step into new shoes and go where angels fear to tread. This is only going to help us. So enjoy your new moon, whatever your intentions are. If you do moon magic or just you intuitively being drawn to a new beginning, congratulations. I think you've got the power of the planets behind you supporting you, and you only need to check in with yourself every new moon to reset, recalibrate, and move forward on what you begin on the 31st of October or the 1st of November before we get to that full moon in Taurus in 2025. So much love to you all. And you've got this, you've got the stars and the planets really helping you. So the wind is behind our sails and propelling us into this new intuitive psychic beginning with complete harmony and support. Who doesn't like that? Okay, so let's quickly go through some horoscopes for the zodiac signs and let's see if we can bring some illumination on what you can be looking at with this 6-month window beginning with this new moon in Scorpio. So we'll go with Pisces first. Pisces, this new beginning is happening in a part of your chart connected to the higher mind. It's the house of God, and this is the house of your beliefs and your education, your international and foreign connections. It's to do with law, it's to do with structures in your life and traveling. So this new beginning is deeply connected to you wanting to expand your horizons physically or metaphorically or mentally. And this could be because you've been experiencing some quite worldly things around you at this time, or have been since the last moon. Lots of interaction, maybe with international foreign connections, things to do with authority figures or superiors. Could have a knock-on effect from your career and what you do on the public world stage. And you're needing to start something that's more in line with your spiritual path. And it could be because of all that outside world distraction making you feel you need to center yourself and get back to your roots of your philosophy and spiritual parts of your life, be it astrology, esotericism. I think Pisces is just had enough of the real world on this new moon and just ready to really drop into the self, be it through study, travel, or your spiritual path. Aquarius, this new beginning is happening in a part of your chart connected to your worldly ambitions and your career. And this could have a lot to do with feeling that you need to align yourself emotionally to what you do on the public stage. So committing to a new work path, or just bringing in more superiority and authority to your own work life or your career direction. It feels that you might be ready to really anchor into a long-term professional endeavor, and it may feel like it's got a lot to do with wanting to travel internationally or want to possibly educate yourself more this new moon. So you are firmly committed to a career path that's going to improve through study or your philosophy about life, this new beginning for you, Aquarius. So lovely new beginning. Just looks like your career is going to be knocked up an echelon or two because of this new firm commitment in regards to your career path. So really nice for Aquarians. Capricorn, this is happening in a part of your chart that's about your You like your friends and beneficiaries, it's the groups, it's societies, and your social connections and networks. So, new beginning happening here for you. And it feels quite exciting for Capricorns. And I say it's exciting for Capricorns because it feels like you might finally have purged one group of people or a network of people that were, I don't know, fair weather, or you just know they've done. And you've found new people that are in line with you, or new friends that are a lot more deeper. They're not surface level or fair weather. They're actually people that you have a meeting of minds with. So I think for you Capricorns, you guys are really, you may have found your tribe here, or found people that help your work professionally as well, that feel like they can go the distance. They're not going to drop the ball on you. They're going to support you. So for Capricorns, I think you've got a really nice new beginning happening with your networks, and it feels really quite deep. It doesn't feel, um, yeah, like I said, wishy-washy. It doesn't feel like anything. Like it feels like a really firm new support system socially and connected to your career, possibly Capricorn. It's a really nice new moon for you as well. Sagittarius, this is happening in a part of your chart which is it's called the void. It's the part of your chart where things are coming into form and going out of form. So anything to do with your subconscious levels, isolation, feeling distant, feeling like you in constant solitude, you're not engaged. So this new beginning is like, yay, I'm want to, get myself out of purgatory. That's what it feels like for Sagittarians. It's like a release of the pressure valve. That's going to take some time. So something that's been quite possibly draining for you or hard to deal with, Sagittarius, is having its moment in the proverbial lunar spotlight, even though it's new. That something's got a hold of you but needs to now be released. So this is like getting yourself out of dodge, breaking new terrain, stepping out from the dark and into the light. And it may feel like a necessary purge that's going to release you. So I think it's quite a cathartic new beginning for the Sagittarians, but not without a bittersweet acknowledgement of just how far down the rabbit hole you've gone. And that takes bravery to step into new light and new shoes with a new journey of understanding how isolation and solitude and possibly self-sabotage has really had its tender hooks in you. But at least there's an acknowledgement in this new moon that you're done. It's too melancholy. It's too much to sit in a space of being unseen, or dealing with too many ghosts from the past that no longer serve you. It's time to give yourself that cosmic green path, Sagittarius, to step into the light. So a really new, a nice new beginning for you that gives you freedom. So enjoy that, Sagittarius. Scorpio, this is happening all in a part that's connected to you, yourself, your identity, who you are. And this can feel overdue because the Scorpio energy is something you're very used to, if you will, which is being quite deep, being quite emotional, intuitive, and psychic. And you may have pushed your psychic, intuitive side aside to accommodate for the busyness around you. And it's time now to look at the deeper parts of your own consciousness, to step into new shoes and not be so serious. It's time to loosen up. It's time to have fun again. And it's time to purge an old way of yourself that you know is old, and you're ready, you're committed. It's going to take 6 months. But what's really good about this is that this whole new you, if you will, is revealing a different side to other people that you've kept hidden. And that can be lonely and isolating. So this new beginning that you're starting is right on time to be seen in a more jovial, optimistic light, and even within yourself. It's like, loosen up, Scorpio. It's not all that bad. It's not all so 3D. There's a whole new dimension, waiting to be explored, and you've got to be proactive in, being part of it and stepping into it. So revealing a different side of yourself and knowing yourself on a deeper level that feels more optimistic, uplifting, instead of so damn serious. So really nice for Scorpios. Libra, this is happening in part of your chart that's about things that support you, that always seem to come back around to you. So this is like talking about parts of yourself connected to your financial relationship that you have with yourself, how your money psychologically affects you or gives off a persona, if you will. So trying to bring in more financial support for yourself or educate yourself, start a new course is highly favored on this day. That takes you out of the financial doldrums. It's just time for something new that's going to support you long term, but has some substance to it. It has that psychic intuition to this new beginning that's financially enlightening, not depressing. So you could be trying to wrestle with mastering money, but not be lost in the 3D world with it. Having a healthier relationship with your finances is highly recommended on this new moon in Scorpio. So you've got a window opening for you, Libra, that's showing you just how deeply your financial standing affects you, or if you don't have financial security, how it really throws you off. So it's creating more balance and harmony for yourself, but doing it, putting in the work through a new course or learning something new about yourself that gives you a healthier balance with your money. So interesting new moon for the Librans out there. Virgos, for you, this is happening connected to, in short, being a better communicator with the people around you in your environment. What tools do you use daily, be it a car, computer, a phone? What things around you that you utilize every day that need an upgrade or need a purge? It says, do you need a new environment? Do you need to communicate more with your immediate family? You need something new in the day-to-day, Virgo, and this new moon will really be pulling at you, I think, going, this is the direction to go in. You're intuitively ready to buy a new car or buy a new phone or get into a new course, be a teacher. I think all the signals will be there for you, Virgo. And it'll be hard to, feel sorry for yourself come the full moon in 2025 in Taurus, to say, I should have taken that opportunity in my immediate environment. I should have done it. And you don't want to be doing that on this new moon. You certainly want to step into being more proactive in your local community and with technology and gadgets and your immediate family, because you could be missing out on some real opportunities, Virgo. So getting out of your own road is advised, and not think too much about long-term vision. Just go with the short-term vision and do what's in front of you in the local environment, and I think there'll be some joy for you to be had, and you might find that you connect with some really nice people along the way should you step into a new environment or a new beginning. Connected with short distance travel, technology, teaching, learning, and just learning something about a new environment, a new place, trying to bring in new people, places, and faces. Simple as. And I think you might be on the brink of doing it, but don't overthink it. And you certainly don't want to be missing an opportunity on this date, Virgo, because it's going to be a really big payoff within 6 months' time for yourself. So don't think too hard, Virgo. Don't be so hard on yourself and trust that intuition. You know it's time to start something new, so go for it. Leo, this is happening in a part of your chart connected to your roots, your ancestry, your family, your lineage. And this new beginning is like the purging of the old ways of doing things within a family unit, or even with your home, real estate and property, wanting to do renovations in the home, dig up things, plant new things, look at new real estate opportunities. So something's stirring within your psychic waters, if you will, about these topics, and you want to bring in something new. But it's almost just like a purging or a cleansing. So you might want to put a house on the market or look at new real estate opportunities elsewhere. So you're trying to get out of a familiar way of being in your everyday environment and bring in something new and fresh, or could have to do with relocating as well. But a new moon in Scorpio is it's not light, but this 6 month journey for you, Leo, is important. It's going to change up your family dynamics in the future, for good or bad, whatever you act on. If you're intuitively drawn to relocating, this could be the new moon where you start, doing your research, and may want to distance yourself from family also. That could be a very big possibility, or ending some very long cycles in family dynamics, and it could be a plethora of things, Leo. But yeah, so this is all about your sense of foundation and peace and sanctuary at the end of the day. And if it's the place where you're in, is it in harmony? Is it working for you? This could be the moon where you start going, no, it's not. I think it's something new, whether that's renovations, putting a house on the market, or looking at real estate opportunities elsewhere for a new place to call home. So interesting for Leos. Apologies in advance for my laptop making noises. Sorry. Cancer, this is happening in part of your chart connected to creativity, sex, romance, children, and new beginning here. That's, all or nothing. So trying to, open yourself up to love, open yourself up to joy and pleasure again. We're not so serious, but this new beginning is lovely, and it's an opportunity to look at intimacy, relationships, sex, and subjects of children and creativity in a brand new way. So you might want to do a refresh or push the reset button in regards to these connections that bring you joy and pleasure. Out with the old, in with the new. What you do all the time for fun, is it sustainable? Are you even enjoying it anymore? Then maybe this is the moment that you need to sit quietly with yourself and go, there are other ways to enjoy myself with my partners or my friends or my creativity. There's other ways to have sex. There's other ways to bring in the joy. So you may need to, look at different ways of establishing intimacy and fun for yourself on this new moon. And it could take some time, because it might take a lot of emotional bravery to talk about such things, or have some really deep conversations with people around you that bring you so much joy and pleasure. And their input's going to sort of commandeer your way forward, and you might have some big surprises or reveals from people around you that you're intimately connected to. So be ready for that. Ready for some truth bombs, Cancer. But moving forward, it's about being emotionally vulnerable, but ready to, push the reset button on your joy and pleasure zone, Cancer. Gemini, this is happening in a part of your chart that's connected to illness, accidents, work, labor, service, slavery. Sounds like fun, huh? But you've got a reset button here to identify new ways of service or work or labor. And what's your idea of labor, work, and health services? Has it got integrity behind it? Does it make you emotionally feel centered, like you're doing something that's really good, or is it just for the money? Am I being a slave to my money? Am I being a slave to service? This new moon might be really pushing on you and having you go deep in identifying, where do you see yourself in 6 months, and from there moving forward from 6 months. What is it that's happening now in your everyday habitual environment to do with your work, health, and services that needs a reset, needs a change, that feels more intimate, psychic, intuitive, and gives back as much as you put in? So yeah, it's identifying the depth connected to service and labor. What is it that you do, that you put your heart and soul towards physically? Is it giving something back that fills you up and fills your emotional cup up as much as the effort you're doing? Could be a real checking in day, if you will, Gemini, on where you put your physical heart and soul and what's actually coming back because of it, or what's actually draining you. Taurus, this is happening a part of a chart connected to relationships, and it's the place where it's connected to rest and endings. So the beginning of the end regarding relationships, contracts, or winding up cycles, saying goodbye and bringing in something new. So that could mean letting go for you, Taurus, of a relationship or a contract to bring in something new for yourself. It's like, changing one job and then moving into another, or changing up a way of existing in a current relationship, bringing it to a new level, a new intimate level, or ending behaviors connected to those relationships to bring in something new or with more substance and more passion. So you could be having some deep reflective conversations with intimate partners or people that you're connected to that feel like it's time for something new, like step up the bar maybe. Let's get more intense, let's get more real, let's get more together, let's get more amalgamated. All this new beginning could make you feel like you need to run for the hills at the same time. But you do you, Taurus. But it's an intimate new beginning or intensity that's really stepping up regarding a contract or a relationship that either brings in the end or actually sets you in a new, intimate, passionate trajectory together with someone that's really significant for you, Taurus. So yeah, really dynamic new moon for you in Scorpio, Taurus. And finally, Aries. This is happening a part of your chart that's connected to, ultimately, it's about your financial foundations. It's the money. And this is a reset moment about understanding your emotional ties with money and shared resources. Whether you're ready to get into debt with someone, or take on a mortgage, or get a credit card, or say, oh, I'm sick to death of debt. I want to free myself of debt. I don't want any partners anymore. I want to go solo. I want to be independent. So this could be one of those new moons for you, Aries, where you just feel, ugh, it's all too emotionally icky. It's too deep. It's feels like for Aries you might be feeling the emotional stretch when it comes to your finances or shared resources. Like, just how much do you give? Are you getting anything back? And if there's debt or money that's draining you, this could be the new moon that you just go, I can't do it anymore, and just go, yeah, I'm going to set on a path of, finding a financial advisor or a stock that I can invest in and see my money work for me instead of me for my money, and give me more authority over my own finances and give me more stability for my long term regarding my future goals. Yeah, so it's could be a bittersweet new beginning for Aries, but it seems for Aries it's setting you on a 6-month journey of discovering how emotions could be affecting your finances and how they're shared with others, or if you're not even committed to anyone at all and you are an independent Aries, then still you might be identifying how emotions make you spend money or where you put your money. And yeah, you might just need to get more, develop more muscles, financial muscles, to control those emotions so they don't blow around your finances and make you feel like it's all or nothing, like sweating bullets when you open up your wallet or look at your stocks, for example. You want to feel good about them long term. So you could be heavily investing or heavily purging financial commitments at this time of this new moon. Either way, it's setting you up for independency. It's setting you up for autonomy and authority in your own financial life. And that can only be good. So that is my horoscopes for you guys for the new moon Scorpio. Enjoy it. It's going to be beautiful. Stay tuned for future videos. They'll be coming out hot. I've already uploaded the rising sign astrology videos for November. So if you know your rising sign, those videos are there for you to view at your leisure. Mid-month, November, I'll be putting out the December rising sign astrology videos also. So stay tuned for them if you've already listened to your November ones. Okay, guys, have a great new moon. What am I doing personally? Well, Cosmic Girl 101 is having its first birthday on the 5th of November, so that's a big thing. So I'm quite proud of that. And thank you to all my ongoing supporters. Appreciate you so much. And to anyone new here, thank you and welcome. And what else is going on? I'm purchasing some new technological devices to improve the production of my videos, hence the bloody noisy laptops driving me nuts. So I'm getting some new technological equipment to improve the production of the videos so it's more palatable, and I'm not always saying sorry in advance. It drives me nuts. What else is happening? I'm just working a lot on the horoscopes for everyone, and I'm doing my best to put more videos out, and working on 2025 horoscopes. So really interesting. So if you're interested in any astrological information with your Cosmic Girl and you want to connect with me, I've provided the email in the video and in the description box below. So you can connect with me if you have any astrological questions. I'd be happy to help you. Okay, until next time, have a great new moon. I'll connect with you whenever we're meant to connect again. Bye.